Today we are out here picking up trash for ZeroTrash, which happens on the first Saturday of every month, and we are all wearing our red shirts to represent ZeroTrash.
We do something very simple. We pick up trash, and if you see any stickers on signs, just scrape them off.
So I've wanted to start a ZeroTrash RSM program here because, number one, it keeps the city beautiful. It teaches children how to be environmentally aware, and it allows an opportunity for students to earn their student service hours, their mandated student service hours through their schools, and their badges, the citizenship badges and ecological badges for the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts are earned that way too. But more importantly, it's an opportunity to get everyone together in the city and do something good for the city.
ZeroTrash starts at 10 a.m., so that allows families to have a breakfast together and go out and to do something for their community. And one of the things I think that is so fantastic about ZeroTrash is that it's not an individual thing. Groups come together from their churches or from their local groups or from their families, and they come together and they spend some quality time together, undistracted, walking, getting exercise, but also beautifying the community. So it's just one of those times where it's just an amazing way to spend a Saturday and just to enjoy each other's company and actually talk without all those other distractions in this world.
Well, one of the joys of ZeroTrash is that you can go out with your entire family, little kids, and you can spend just 2 hours with your children. I see a lot of dads, frankly, coming out with their kids and spending just 2 hours in the park with their children picking up trash. So you're doing something good for the community. You're teaching your children something worthwhile regarding having a concern for the environment, and you're spending time with your children in a fun manner.
Oh, no!
ZeroTrash is great at teaching little kids, and I'm talking little, we're talking 4, 5, 6 years old, the value of two things, the environment, and secondly, having a vested interest in their own city, having some pride in their own city. I'm a big believer that when you invest time and effort into something, you end up having a vested interest. And I've noticed that. I've noticed that from day one since starting ZeroTrash, that kids really get into it, they really enjoy it, they come back, they compete to see who's going to have the biggest bag of trash when they come back. And they have a good time doing it. So it's a great educational experience for the kids.
We see all ages out here with ZeroTrash, from kids who can barely walk or learning how to walk to adults who pick up trash on a daily basis, and seniors. So we see the whole community come together to make sure that the community is clean and looks beautiful, and just to represent ZeroTrash and what it stands for.
The Bell Tower Foundation is behind this 100%, and they have been the ones that get the t-shirts going and the pickers and whatnot. Many of them have been donated.
The Bell Tower Foundation is a community foundation that partners with local groups to help further their causes. And so what has happened is the ZeroTrash group has come together, and the Bell Tower Foundation, they help monetarily, and then they also bring volunteers forward too to help make ZeroTrash happen.
ZeroTrash has been around in RSM since April of last year. Our very first event, we expected 25, 30 people maybe at best to show up. We had 75 plus. We had a great turnout. We customarily have a lot of scouts, Cub Scouts, Girl Scouts. We have youth groups, church groups. Today we had 2 churches, and we had Cox Communications here as well. So we have various organizations who come out on various days on the first Saturday every month, and we have usually a great turnout.
It's gone from just a single Saturday to you see people all over Rancho throughout the month walking around picking up trash. So now it's become a culture of the community, and not just a, hey, it happens on a Saturday. People are really taking a strong passion to make sure that their community is cleaned up.
To have everyone come out to share the same attitude regarding keeping the community beautiful, and have 100 people show up at a ZeroTrash event is very moving to me. We're going to take it to another level as well. Our hope is to get the schools more involved, actually take the ZeroTrash program to the schools. And we can have, for instance, an Arroyo Vista ZeroTrash or a Cielo Vista ZeroTrash. I've already spoken to the folks at Tesoro. We're going to start a program over at Tesoro High School, a ZeroTrash program. So it's spreading, actually, and people are enjoying themselves. The business community has gotten behind it. They've sponsored many of our functions, and so it's a win-win for the city. Our city gets more beautiful, it gets cleaned up without spending 1 penny of taxpayer dollars. Kids get the benefit of getting their service hours fulfilled, and our city looks beautiful. It's just a great all-around win.